Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Electromechanical. In this episode, we're going to be working on the Jeep 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Today is going to service the transfer case. Here we've got some 10 millimeter wrenches for an extension and Allen key, a drip pan, and let's dig in. Okay, so there's three other things you may need. A transfer pump. You can use the hand pump or a 12 volt pump like this. 3 quarts or pints of ATF 4 plus 4. And this exceeds 3, so 4 is good. And then some towels to clean up the mess. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is note the transfer case that we have. It's a 231J. And below that is your 2 drain plugs. So this is your fill and your drain. We're gonna crack this one loose with the 3/8 Allen key, and then go ahead and remove this one. Crack that loose. And we're just gonna hold it there. It's gonna start draining. We're gonna figure out where it's gonna start leaking out and move our drain pan underneath. Fluid looks pretty good. There it goes. It's draining out of the first hole under the pan here. The gearbox support. And I'm just holding it until it flows out like this. We get a steady stream coming out of there. Now it's flowing out of all 4 holes, so we're gonna move the pan. We're gonna move the pan a little bit over.
It looks like.
Alright, so I have the plug removed, and we're just gonna let that drain. You can see it's kind of retained in that square of the pan. And we'll move this pan wherever we need it. So the transmission fluid is basically what we're putting in it. It smells a little burnt, so it's due for service. I like to do it at least once a year or every 2 years, depending on how many miles I use. Let that drain until it stops dripping. Okay, so we're just about draining. I have taken some towels and set them underneath here above the pan, and just to try to soak up any of the excess oil. We're gonna go ahead and put in the bottom plug, the drain plug, and we removed the top fill plug, and we're gonna fill it up until fluid starts falling out of the side of this case, and then we're gonna put the plug back on, and then we're done. Okay, so we're gonna pump the ATF 4 into the case. I'm using my 12 volt pump. I've got the hose into the filler port. We're gonna go ahead and turn this pump on and start pumping the fluid through this tube, through the pump, and out into the case. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we just filled the transfer case. We used a little under 2 quarts. We're gonna go ahead and put the plugs back on, clean up the mess, and take it for a test drive. Brake, brake.